Now, this is a problem that a lot of people have had trouble with. Assume that you're negotiating a new 3-year contract. Are you going to be better off with yearly raises of 3% and then 1% and then 2%? This would be over the next 3 years. Or with yearly raises of 2%, 1%, and then 3%. First, calculate the salary for the 3 years of the 3%, 1%, and then 2% yearly raises. Okay, they start out by saying, assume the starting salary is 100% or $1. So basically, you're just wanting to know which one would make you better off. And the amount that you're starting with is not going to be the deciding factor on that. So basically, pretend like you're making $1 a year. You might decide to start with a different amount because $1 a year doesn't sound very happy making, but we want to get the right numbers in the right spot. So let's go with $1. So in the first year, if you start out with $1 and then they give you a raise of 3%, which is 0.03 of your dollar, that's going to be $1 plus 0.03 is $1.03. Now, rather than having to calculate the raise and then add it back, it's easier to just say, well, when I get a 3% raise, I will now be making 103% of what I made before. So instead, you can say it's 1.03 times $1 is going to, of course, be 1.03. On your next raise, which in this case is going to be $1, 1%, that is going to be 101% or 1.01 times the amount you're making after the first raise, which is 1.0403. And then when you make the 2% raise, you're going to be making 102% of your current salary, 10403, resulting in a new salary of 1.061106. So do this for the first 3 years. Now do it for the other option of first 2% and then 1% and then the 3%. So you've got from the first option 1.03, 1.0403, and then 1.061106. Do the same thing. I believe it's going to result in the same amount. You'd get your 2% and 1%, and then the 3% raise is going to give you, again, you'll be making 1.061106 out of the first $1. And so to me, that would be, oh, well, you're going to be making the same thing the third year regardless. But there's a catch. It turns out if you add all these together to get your total income from the first 3 years, and then you add these together to get your total income this way for those 3 years, they turn out to be different amounts. So I will let you do that. Find out which one actually turns out to be best and see if you're surprised. Have fun.